John from theproductivegarden.com, and I'm just trying to talk over the top of roosters at the moment. But anyway, I'm here with another balcony update. And just today, just a little while ago, 2 strawberries. So that's pretty good. The strawberries are starting to ripen up, so I'm pretty happy about that. And excuse me if I eat them in front of you. Very nice. Nice and juicy and sweet. So all I've actually harvested so far is the basil that I talked about last week and these strawberries. I haven't used any of the lettuce yet. Basically the reason I haven't used this is because we've got enough other lettuce growing, so I haven't needed to use it. But I'm going to pick some tonight and have it in salad for dinner, so we'll definitely use some tonight. I'll include that. That'll be in next week's update as what I've harvested next week. Anyway, let's go around and have a look at how things are going. Alright, so the strawberries, obviously they haven't been going too bad. This is one of the plants that I got a strawberry from. It's got a couple more strawberries coming on, so it's not doing too bad. That strawberry doesn't look like it's been pollinated. There's that one, but that's alright if you have. The one on top, it's not doing too badly, no flowers yet. It is growing, so we'll see how that goes. This is another one that I got a fruit off, and it doesn't look like no, it doesn't look like any of those have been pollinated either, so I find that a bit strange. But anyway, this one, there's another one that's ripening up. It's a bit funny looking, and these two, they'll ripen up over the next week, I reckon. That one, not sure about that one. Yeah, anyway, that one there, that looks like that's been pollinated, and those ones look like they have as well. And this one here has got one coming along there. They don't look like they've been pollinated, but yeah, so the strawberries aren't doing too bad. Yeah, I would have liked a few more, but getting strawberries nonetheless, so that's pretty good. Anyway, we'll move on to the lettuce. Like I said, haven't harvested any of this yet, but there's plenty of lettuce there, so it's doing pretty well. Capsicum, they're starting to perk up a bit. They're growing a bit now, so it's not doing too bad. It's getting warmer. This lettuce is still struggling. I don't know what its problem is. It's very slow. The carrots are doing well, all pretty much got their second lot of leaves now. So now that they've got those leaves, they'll take off pretty well. They're not doing too bad at all. These cucumbers are still struggling. I've actually got some other cucumbers in seedlings. I might actually rip these ones out. I think if they haven't really started to grow properly by now, they're probably not. So I might just give them a week or so, see how they go. But if they don't perk up real soon, I'm just going to rip them out and start again with some new ones. And I think that'll be a whole lot better. At least I'll have cucumbers in a few weeks' time. Anyway, eggplant's coming along. Like the capsicum, they're starting to take off now that they're getting warmer. There's the other capsicum. It's doing pretty well. A bit hard to see in the shade there. Alright, the lime tree. The lime tree is doing pretty well. You can see, like I said last week, it looks like we've got some fruit coming on. So you can see just there we've got some fruit, more flowers coming on as well. So we've got flowers here. So it's doing pretty well. Tomatoes doing well. This big one is here developing. I think we've got a little one. Yeah, there's a little one in there coming along. And so it's doing pretty well. It's getting a few more flowers on it. It's got another lot of flowers here. It's got another lot of flowers developing up here. So it's doing pretty good. Blueberries are coming along. Got some fruit up here. More flowers down here. A couple of fruit there. They look like they've pollinated alright, so that's good. Alright, ginger and galangal. This one here, I don't think anything has sprouted up the top of here. I'll just put you in the frame. Nice. No, nothing poking out just yet. I haven't really dug down into the dirt to see what it's like there. But this one here, if I can find it, that little sprout coming out of the ground there. So I think this one was galangal. and the other one's ginger. I'm not quite sure, I can't quite remember. But anyway, it's doing its thing, so that's pretty good. Whatever that is, we'll have it started to grow, so that's good. The asparagus, this is bushing up nicely, so hopefully it'll make itself nice and strong, and next year we'll have some nice asparagus spears next spring, so that'll be good. Okay, about this time next year should have, or should be eating, or have already eaten asparagus. This is the goji berry, and this was one I'd planted just before I did the update last week, and it was looking a little bit sad when I planted it, but it's perked up nicely. We've had a couple of days of rain, so it's gotten plenty of water this week. Might actually have to put another little stake in and hold this one up. It just flaps around in the breeze. Don't really want it to snap off, but yeah, it's doing pretty well. And I don't know if I'll get any flowers off it this year. I'm not sure what time of year this flowers. I might have to look that up. Didn't really say on the label what time of the year it flowers, but I'll look it up and find out. Alright, this is actually pretty interesting. On my chives here, you might be able to see all the black things on the flower stalk there. They're aphids. And look at this ladybird there, getting onto the aphids, and on the other flower, another ladybird eating the aphids. So I was actually thinking of pulling these off just before I did the video, and tidying this up, chucking the aphids in with the chooks, but seeing as though these little fellas are here, I'm going to let them do their job, and maybe a few more of them will come and help. So I'm in favour of that. I mean, it is affecting the chives a bit, but if it brings more ladybugs to the garden, then I think I'll just let it go, and it'll do its thing over time. I've actually noticed it's got ants crawling around. They'd be farming the nectar out of these guys. So what I might even do as well is give this pot a big flooding, see if I can flood those ants out. You might notice here this is a bit dry, even though we've had heaps of rain. This soil's been, this soil is well and truly damp down there, but if I just flood it for a while, I might stick it in a pot or a bucket of water and give it a good proper flooding and flood all those ants out. They don't really like being submerged in water. That won't do the plant any damage, just getting flooded once. Anyway, so yeah, interesting having those guys there. They actually are munching away bit by bit at the aphids, so that's pretty cool. Anyway, moving along. The beans are doing well as also. They've got flowers starting to form here and buds and stuff, so that's pretty cool. We should get some more growth. Now that it's warmed up, these things should really take off. Once they start making these buds, these things take off pretty well, so that's good. Potatoes, like I said last week, I chucked a bit more compost in afterwards, potting mix and stuff like that, and I'll have to build it up again, so I'll have to build that up again, but they're going well. Anyway, the eggplant, that's also not doing too badly, starting to move along now that it's warmed up. Cherry tomatoes, got some little tomatoes starting to form there, so there's one there, there's another one down there, another one there, so that's doing pretty well, that plant. This one here, yeah, got one there, and I think, yeah, a little one down there. So it's doing pretty well, and the basil in there. This purple basil is going green. I don't know if it's not getting enough water or not getting enough of something in it. The new growth looks really nice and purple, but the older growth is looking green. So maybe it's just the older growth that turns green after a while. And these herbs, like the rosemary, it's getting heaps of growth on it now. It's looking really good. I actually might have to use this in something pretty soon. Might do a bit of a pasta and chuck some rosemary in with some of the other herbs, and just to pick off the growing tips and make it branch out a bit. Oregano, got heaps of that, heaps of thyme, so that's going really well. The coriander or cilantro looks like it's starting to go a bit to flower, so I might have to just chop these lots off, chop it off there, and that'll force it to grow some more foliage before it flowers again. So, but that's alright. It's actually quite nice. It's nice just even touching it there. You can smell it. It's pretty good. And the parsley's doing well as well. So we're gonna have to start using these things. It's silly to have them growing here and not use them. So we'll have to do that and start tilling it up. Alrighty, so that's the update for this week. I think this is week 8, if I remember rightly. I should have checked it before I did it, shouldn't I? But yeah, so I'm pretty sure it's week 8, the end of week 8. So that's not too bad. We've got some strawberries. Like I said, all the herbs we could easily use. The chives, I'll stick that in water and flood those ants out. Hopefully that'll get rid of them. I might even put it in a slightly different spot so they have to find the aphids again before they can farm them after I flood it out. And yeah, it might just keep them at bay for a little bit longer. Anyway, I'm going to have the last of this strawberry or this second strawberry and enjoy that. So anyway, until next time, happy productive gardening. Bye. Yep, that's nice. Very nice.